Hey, welcome to the Palace where the gates are always open.
What up?
This is Jerry with the Palace with my boy Babs for another episode of Star Wars Sense. This is episode
Let's
5.
go.
It's
Let's
a
go.
special episode. It's rumors and speculations. So today we're going to be talking about. You see this purple background, purple highlight. It's a little bit of Mace Windu action. So we're going to speculate a little bit about that. So we're going to cue into something that just dropped a couple of days ago. Some of you might not have seen this, so we want to share it with y'all real quick. Check this out. Here we go.
It brought everybody back, Sam. What's going on? The Obi-Wan trailer just dropped the other day. Is Mace Windu, he's alive with one hand somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Well, that's the same way I think about dude from, Jurassic Park. He's somewhere riding around on velociraptors with one arm. He just on the island just riding raptors, But
Should I hold out hope at this point for Mace?
that's a huge history of people with one hand returning in Star Wars. I asked the only person I've ever said that to about coming back was Bryce Dallas Howard, because I just did a movie with her.
Yeah, shout out
She
Bryce.
directs.
Crazy, man.
Glorious.
Crazy.
So you think you might be able to hook the brother up? And, you like me, right? And she's like, I love you. You're amazing.
Put me back in the game. I'm ready.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready. I'll learn to, lightsaber left-handed. Come on.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
It brought everybody back.
Lightsaber
Essentially,
left-handed. All right, so
essentially confirmed. Essentially,
essentially
like, pretty
confirmed.
much.
We had to get this out here, bro. So let's talk about it. You and I have been talking about this rumor. I always ask you when we first started connecting, it's like, hey, bro, what do you think? Mace Windu is alive? I mean, we're not gonna go too deep into spoilers. We're gonna be putting out our Mando review video, season 1, season 2, and the Bobafett. But not spoilers is if you haven't seen the original prequels or the prequels, that what are you doing? You know what I mean? If you're watching Star Wars Sense with us. So we'll obviously spoil a little bit of that. So in what episode was it where talk about where Mace Windu was fighting with Palpatine and what happened and talk about it.
So that was episode 3 of the original prequels, and that's when they go to arrest Palpatine. So that's essentially when he's revealed as the Emperor, and we see Kit Fisto get killed there, and Eve Koth, I believe, as well, and then there's another Jedi there too, and Palpatine cuts him down pretty easily, right? But Mace puts up a fight and arguably wins. Like, you can make the argument that Palpatine like kind of faked it to get Anakin to turn to the dark side, but yeah, no way that killed him, because all that really happened to him was he got his hand chopped off, and then he did get a bit of lightning, but I mean,
he's too strong. He's a strong Jedi. We talked about in our special episode about the Jedis, which is also on our series of Star Wars Sense. Check it out. We talked about this a little bit with Mace, right? He fell from the tower. He's one of the strongest Jedis ever, right? And I mean, if you look at our background, it's Coruscant background. It's probably one of those high towers, according to the lore, right? That he fell. Could have fell to the underground. Could have fell somewhere. I thought he never died. I thought they would use him in the future.
His lightsaber was never found, right?
Lightsaber was never
found. That's a tell thing. So
yeah, and it was in Clone Wars. So obviously, this is the implications are great, right? It affects the whole universe, right? Talk about how that affects it, Babs. I mean, we got boba implications. We got Obi-Wan coming up. So that's why we wanted to put out this. Talk about how it affects the entire universe.
Yeah, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen Mandalorian, but again, if you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing. You got to check it out. Check it out. So, so we have Baby Yoda, right? He had a flashback, right? And you see him. It's revealed that he's around at the time of the Purge, Order 66. So the only really 2 people that could have rescued him were either Librarian Jocasta, new, right, or Mace Windu, basically, because Yaddle was killed and Yoda was off doing something else. So there wasn't many Jedi that would have been trusted with the knowledge of Grogu, because obviously he was kept pretty secret, but he was trained by 12 masters or whatever, so that was also said. So
yeah, so I mean, unless it was some other young Padawan or somebody that stuck around, but he wouldn't have the strength, right? And it would only make sense to use somebody of a major significance in that position to rescue Grogu, right? Obviously. So, I mean, and implications in the Boba series. I mean, Boba Fett's over there and he wants to avenge, he wants to avenge his father's, beheading, So I know it's graphic. Real.
His lightsaber is definitely.
So let's bring him back. So So to end the video, do you believe that he's going to be coming back into the universe, whether it's in the Obi-Wan series, which, it's already kind of shot, but you never know. They could sneak him in there. They could talk about it. They could always write him in, or in a future movie or another show that's going to come out. There's a lot on the works. What do you believe is going to happen?
Maybe in the Obi-Wan series they could talk about it and hint at it, but I mean,
realistically, do you think he'll show up somewhere? Do you think
with the timeline?
No, do you think he's not done in the Star Wars universe? Don't think, just not even Obi-Wan. Do you think that we have not seen the last of Samuelljackson?
He's 100% back as Mace Windu.
Okay, cool. I'm with you. I agree 100% with you, bro. Well, we want to know from you guys in the chat, in the comments, if you believe Mace Windu is going to be back. Samuelljackson.
Let us know what you think in the Discord too.
Let us know what you think in our Discord. Join our Discord. Subscribe to the channel. This is a special edition of Star Wars Sense, rumors and speculation. We'll do more of these as we get closer to Obi-Wan. But we want to thank y'all. Want to hear your opinions, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Let's go. Peace.
Let's go.